Hey guys, I am back with my layout share, and this is just what I did at the crop. And I hope you enjoy this. This is a total of 27 pages at different stages. Some are completely finished, some are on their way there. They need a little something or journaling or something I didn't have at the crop, and that's fine. So let me just tell you, so 27 pages. I had 9 kits of base pages that I put in these page kits with embellishments. And I had 13 kits that were non-base page, where it was papers and embellishments and the photos. I had matched them up with photos. I will have that video linked at the end and also in the description box if you're interested in how I put the kits together. So let's get started. This is the very first one. This was a base page. I think I pulled the base pages towards the front. These are some of the title or the words that I took from my stash and put together. Used almost all of the things up here. And this is a flip flap. That's why you're getting there are 2 photos here, and then I have to do the journaling underneath. And then this is the next one. It's also a base page. Another base page. This is an old Simple Stories from my stash. So was the previous one. It was the same collection. And then the embellishments are all from my stash. Here's another base page. So fun to do this. Took some chipboard, took some flair. I don't have a lot of flair, so I did take whatever was kind of beach themed from my the few that I do have. I incorporated them in there. It's another base page. This is actually a cabin, but I think it kind of goes with this background because this is just a farm near us, near the walking trail. This is another one. This is using Cocoa Vanilla. Oh, why am I blanking out now? It's Cocoa Vanilla. I'm blanking out on the name of the collection. This is a 2-page layout. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Again, this is another base page. This was from National Scrapbook Weekend from Scrapbook Generations. So this one called for a lot smaller photos, but so I had to cut that middle photo in half, but it works. And all of these are die cuts that I had previously done for another project. It wasn't even for this. It just happened to be in my stash. So using up what I have. It's another base page. This is using Jen Hatfield, an older collection of hers, and embellishing with just things from my stash. Here's another base page. This is this might have been Scrapbook Generations as well. Using up the 6x6 paper pad. I had for this one, it was supposed to be a double page layout, but I only had 2 photos, so I only used one part of it. This was another fun one. This was an American Crafts, really thin paper, but I loved it because she was on a unicorn kick at the time. Oh, look, I gotta glue this. Okay, I gotta set this one aside. Oh, this one too. Oh, these enamel dots, I don't know. Okay, I better check these too. Yeah, this one's wiggling around. But yeah, I love this. This is Heidi Swap. This is just some thicker alphas that I brought. And then I pulled in some Chamel, her sticker book that I have. And I also have one of her thin American craft papers that I was able to cut some of these items for embellishing. So I gotta check that one. This is not a base page. So this is where the base pages stop. These are all just kind of newer, and I really wanted to play with this collection. It's the Minte Autumn one from last year. I loved it. I saw a couple of people haul it, and I knew I had to have it. So there's that one. And this one didn't have, it had, these are popped up. I don't know if you can really, I don't know if it does it justice, but these are from a Thickers pack that I got. It's like an autumn theme one from Joann's. And then that's how I embellished. And here is a double page. This is using an Echo Park. It's like a dinosaur line. And it was perfect because you'll see the dinosaur in multiple photos here. So that's another non-base page creation. This one needs something. So let me set that aside. This is just using up my paper stash and using embellishments from my stash. This is a washi tape, old school, like before washi became a thing. It was like a fabric almost. Then I just embellished it with these old, gosh, these words have been in my stash forever. And then these are just cutouts from that were in my stash when I kind of just do stuff in like a batch. This is using those same kind of soft color pinks. The flip side of one of those is this green paper, and then I had this neutral color that I had a scrap of from something else. So I went ahead, tore those edges. This is actually like an off-white, what am I talking about? Off-white title. Goodness, words are hard. The crop was very long. Every day staying up till 2 in the morning is definitely catching up with me. I have not caught up on all of my sleep. And my friend, Danya, had, she had the Distress Oxides that were like, it was like a light pink. And I was able to use one of my Distress tools to just get the pink on there, and it just, I think it looks beautiful. It's not exactly the same, so it does kind of pop out a little bit more. It catches your eye because it's just a different pink tone. And here's another 2-pager. This is using this Simple Stories collection from last year. I don't off the top of my head, I don't remember the name of the collection, but it's the one that has like the teal in it. You'll see teal throughout it. And because you wouldn't be a Yukon Husky if you didn't document their championship from last year. I don't have any basketball embellishments, but I did use up one of my, you can't tell, a collection paper that I had in my stash. I backed this. I had some kind of orangish paper in my stash of scraps. And I bought a die cut, but then I also want to add some stuff to this one. So this one's not completely finished, but it's on its way. Go Huskies. Bleed blue. We bleed blue in this house. All right. So here's another one. This was so cute. I've had these words in my stash forever. I was doing... Sorry, I had to take a sip. My throat is getting very dry. I went ahead and I got this idea. I knew I wanted to journal, I wanted to document this photo, but I didn't want to say something like, I didn't want it to be like more like a tropical type of situation. I wanted to be really like purposeful, and I got an idea when I was pulling out embellishments and going through that words drawer that I have, because this sticker sheet had all of these different descriptive, what I thought were descriptive words. So I thought that would make like a great, you could use just one photo and you could use different descriptions. And this one had words, but you can make up your own words. But I love the colors because they're in her bathing suit, the light blues. You know, this is a strip of multicolors, the pink. Even if it's not the exact ones, it gives off that vibe. Like you don't, it does make just the photo just pop, which is what I wanted. I used a decorative edge punch to just give it some delineation here so that it breaks up your eye. When you're looking at this, it breaks up the lines, and then you can kind of really focus. I knew I wanted the words on this paper, something solid or something tone on tone. It worked, I think, great. I was able to use some additional things from the sticker sheet, and then I just went into my stash for the rest. This was another, I was using up another collection. This is one that I've played with before, I think probably more than once on Collection Obsession. I still had a bunch of die cut of these flowers, so I used those up. I had strips of paper left over. This is the highlight though. This is the main paper from the collection, the only one that I had left, and I just wanted to be able to use it. And yeah, so there you have it. And I used one of the cut apart sheets for the title. So this is another one. I put this one together on its own. I have this, I've had this in my stash. It's a very thin paper I got many, many years ago, and I have multiple of them that has sentiments in Spanish. And so I incorporated that in here. I had this is from one of the previous like free table papers I had gotten. And so is this. This is an old Pink Fresh that I used as my background. And then everything else from it just came from my stash. Some of it I purchased myself, and some of it I've just grabbed from previous crops at the free table. So I like to be able to pull stuff from the free table that I know that I will use. So this one needs more. I was planning on doing this page, but I thought I could use more of the embellishments. I realized that I don't have a ton of embellishments for my husband's hobby, or I've used a lot of them up, so I need to replenish that and kind of finish off this page. And then this is another one where I was trying to use up not completely use up, but I had kind of put a page kit together, and I wanted to document my youngest stepdaughter's first dorm in for college. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it all. And so I used everything from the collection with the exception of this strip of paper. I had to pull that. And it's not an exact match here, but it's pretty close. So this is just her documenting her dorm room. Does this need anything? I didn't put any enamel dots on here. And this is, I think I purchased, this is a Simple Stories paper. And I think I purchased like maybe 2 or 3 pieces of paper. I think it was just 2 because I liked the A and the B side. So I had 1 piece of paper left. This is the A side. This is the B side. So I think I bought 2. This is just yellow from my stash. And I've made at least one other, maybe two other layouts with the paper and the scraps. And this is, I kind of just created a base page, and this is what I have left over. Once I finish using this page, these scraps will either go into my stash or I will get rid of them altogether. So that, my friends, is my layouts. I had so much fun. What else can I show you? This is my dread though now. So these are pretty easy. This is what I have to put back. This is how my enamel dots traveled. Maybe before the next crop, I will show you how I traveled. This is all of the embellishments, I believe. Let me just peek. I think these are all of the embellishments that were in the kits that I didn't use. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they were. That is painful to have to put all those back, but I'll do it. I was very proud of myself. I brought a big shopping bag, not like the Target size, bigger than that, like the ones you get at like TJ Maxx or Home Goods, full of stuff to sell and for the free table. But first, for Danya to go through. So she did, once she did and she grabbed what she wanted, then they went on to the sale table and the ones in the free. So, but I used the clear sorters to kind of hold everything that as I was finishing the kits to hold it. So then I could just ruffle through it. That seemed to work out really well. I have a second bag with things like, I take a little like wire shelf, I take my seat cushion, I take a blanket, I take a lamp that I use, and what else do I take? What else was in there? I had some snacks in there. And I had, let me talk you through while I finish gluing these. The wire, some snacks, the mat. No, my mat wasn't in there. My light, my snacks. I think, my stool, my footstool, because sometimes over the years, I've learned that my feet get really swollen if I don't elevate them even just a little bit when we're sitting down for that length of time. So it was probably the lightest I've ever traveled. I had my kits in one very small bag, rolling tote, and that had my... Okay, sorry about that, got interrupted. So it was the lightest I've definitely packed. So I had the rolling tote with my kits. I had my extra cardstock. I always travel with my essential kit for cardstock. And in there went my sticker books, my enamel dots, my thickers. I only took 3 things of thickers. All right, I think that's good. Let this dry. That should be good. This one I wanted to add enamel dots. These two I want to add enamel dots too. So, making kits has definitely changed the way that I try. I used to bring so much stuff. Like, you have no idea. I mean, maybe you do if you travel. I'm like, I think I forgot to cut these. I did. Oh no. And these are going to be affected by it. No. Oh no, you guys. I forgot to cut these cardstocks down. See if I can get up. What did I put these on? Okay, at least they're not glued. I think these are just the Stampin' But yeah, so it has made such a big difference to how I scrap for sure. When I'm away at these crops, I find that even if I go to day crops, I've been trying more and more to just do kits, even if it's page kits and not base pages. I'm good with that. This is what this tool is for. It's to try to actually, it's more to lift stickers, but if I'm going to be able to salvage it, this is the only way I know how to prop these up, even if I have to replace the foam squares or the foam dots. Oh. Well, I can just put them in the same place or close to and cover up any adhesive or rips. Okay, come on, Dino. I was wondering when I went to stack these and put it in front of that other layout, why these were so tall. Ugh. That's why. All right, let me try to pull up this this other one. And then but yeah, so there were I feel bad because some of the people, like, it's just their time away, you know, and how they use their time. For me, I look at it a little bit maybe differently. Like, I want to spend time with just me and myself and my friends and just have a good time. Like, not have to, you know, have just a weekend to myself, which is lovely. If you can do it. But then I also think about, like, I also want to be productive when I'm there. So having the kits has definitely made it a little bit easier. Oh, why did I put so many foam dots on here? Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And this time I did. Okay. All right, I need to trim these down and see if I can get any more of these. Any more of these up. But yeah, so I will continue to if I can, if at all possible, to continue to all right, I think I'm gonna stop here and finish continuing to make this mess on my own. And I'll catch you guys next time. Come back and see what we get into next time. Bye for now.